Today, Wednesday, the 12th of March, 2025, we have some hand-picked match prediction to share with you, which of course will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to our upcoming match prediction events, which we share to members only, as well as having access to our top-notch bet class tutorials to take your winning to the next height, that of course you want to make sure to join the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan to have access to these features to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. You want to make sure to go ahead, navigate and join to become a member to also have access to how that is to our top-notch tutorial classes and handpicked events, which other members are taking advantage of it to take their winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. So before we proceed to the event of today, let's look at the result on yesterday's event. So I want to say congratulations based on the events of yesterday, for we all registered wins. And we'll look at the result before proceeding to the games of today. So let's proceed.
Looking at yesterday's event, all the games we predicted were very successful. So congratulations. Beginning with the first, we looked at in the Champions League, Barcelona against Benfica. We state that Barcelona is going to lead, and we also state the possibility of at least 1.5 or 2.5 goals. All cases were true. Barcelona ended up having 3-1. A total of 4 goals were scored, making Barcelona to lead and also goals probability to be successful. So congratulations. We also looked at 6.5 corners or 7 corners over. Here it actually ended as 6-1, making 6.5 corner kicks to be also successful. Congratulations for this pick. Looking at the next event, of course, we looked at Wales in the Premier League, the Newsen against Caernarfon. We state that the Newsen will lead and also at least 1.5 goals in full time. All cases were true. It ended 2-0. The Newsen ending up leading and also 1.5 goals was possible. Congratulations, it was successful. In the next, we looked at Champions League, Inter Milan, that is Inter against Feyenoord. We state that Inter will lead and also at least 1.5 goals over. Both cases were true. You can see it ended up Inter leading, making it to be very successful, and also 3 goals were scored. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Asia in the AFC Champions League. We looked at 2 picks here. All the cases is already true. For Ahila against Arian, we looked at Ahila to lead and also at least 1.5 goals in full time or 2 goals over. All the cases true. The home team lead and also 1.5 goals has been made possible. In the next, Ahila against Paktako, we looked at the home to lead and also 1.5 and 2.5 goals. It has already played as 4-0. The home has already lead and also the possibility of 4 goals were scored, making 1.5 and 2.5 goals successful. It is still playing, going on with the remaining minute. About few of the minutes remain, but we already got the result we were looking for. And lastly, we looked at Ukraine in the Premier League, where we looked at Dynamo Kiev against FK Zorya Luhansk. I will state that either the home will win or to give it a double chance. It actually ended as 2-2, making a double chance for the home team to be successful. So all the cases we had were successful. Congratulations. And let's now proceed to the event of today.
And now, looking at the event of today, let's proceed to the first game. But before we proceed, I have a quick announcement to make. If you come here to the front page of our channel here, titled as the Home tab or Home page, you are going to notice that we provide match prediction to members only. In terms of corner kick match prediction events, 1.5 and 2.5 goal match prediction events, and also we provide match prediction for the basketball, which we provide to members only. We also give access to top-notch bet class tutorials to take your winning to the next height. And for you to access members-only video, then you want to make sure to join the level 2 pro plan, the level 3 master plan, to have access to these features to take your winning to the next height. So if you become a member, for example, the level 2 pro plan, you have access to the level 2 pro classes as well, which will give you access to the live match corner kick strategy, which we have explained step by step. You also have access to the simple trick to make consistent winning, which we have also make a full tutorial on this, a 10-minute video tutorial. You also have access to the never seen soccer match prediction strategy, bet strategy you can use to start make consistent win. You also have straight win comeback soccer betting strategy that will amaze you, and also the never seen bet strategy that will amaze you as well. You also have access to the 99% win rate strategy, which we have shared to members only. And members of the Level 2 Pro will also have access to the Level 2 Pro classes, which you can watch all of these video tutorials in one place and start to take your winning to the next level. But if you become a member of the Level 3 Master Plan, you have access to the Level 3 Master Classes, which will give you access to even top-notch tutorials like the excellent corner kick strategy we have reviewed. Also, we have the top secret AI tool we use to find games in terms of straight wins and 1.5 and 2.5 goals. You have access to that as well. Also, you are going to have access to the game changer corner kick strategy we have explained that reveal the top secret website we use to find games in terms of corner kicks and how we proceed and find the best event to take advantage of it. You also have access to the top amazing AI tool we use, followed by the home and away win strategy, which we have explained step by step, and finally a 2.5 goal match prediction strategy that you can use to beat the bookie and win by 99%. Once you're a member of the Level 3 Master, you have access to all of these top-notch, top-secret tutorials to start taking your winning to the next height. And to those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You can go directly there, navigate, and join to become a member of either Level 2 Pro Plan or the Level 3 Master Plan to start having access to all of these hand-picked top-notch tutorials as well as our top match prediction matches, which we share to members only. For you to join, the link is below this video description. Also, if you come to the video tab section here of our channel, you also notice that we provide some match prediction tutorials for free, which we share to members only. For example, here, if you come and we have some particular tutorials which we have shared as an example, soccer prediction apps compared. This is one of the tutorial you can watch that reveals some of the top match prediction apps. You can take advantage of it and the features we have shared, how you can use some of the features and start to take your winning to the next level as well. This is free. You also want to make sure to access the next one, which we have shared, titled as the expert tip for winning strategy exposed. We have revealed some of the top expert tips you can use to find games and start to make your own match prediction picks. Also, we have another one which we have titled it as the 5 secret or 5 hidden Sofascore tips to make more win bet. We have explained all the tips you never knew existed before and some of the features of Sofascore that you can take advantage of it. And once you navigate across this area in the video tab section, you're also going to see a lot of match prediction tutorials. You can take advantage of it. So that being said, let's proceed to the first game of our today's pick. Looking at the first game, we're looking at Europe Champions League Arsenal against PSV Eindhoven. In this event, first of all, we want to look at the first leg, which they met. It resulted 7-1. Arsenal lead by 7 goals and PSV scored just 1. This time, Arsenal still have a very good form. And looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have had, especially in the Premier League, you're going to see that they have performed very greatly. They had a game against Man City, they lead 5-1. Against Dynamo Zagreb in the Champions League, they lead 3-0. Against Aston Villa in the Premier League, 2-2. The performance has been great. But looking at that of PSV Eindhoven in the Eredivisie itself, the defensive line is not very tough. The weak defensive line will make Arsenal to take advantage of this weak defensive line of PSV Eindhoven. They also had a game against Juventus in the Champions League. Juventus, because of the weak defense of PSV, they conceded 2, with Juventus having the lead. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, the home team have proved to have a very great offense. The strength recently have proved that they are very good. And since the defensive line of the away is not very tight, we look at the home to take advantage of the weak defense of the away to either lead in full time as one of the major pick. We also want to look at the probability of goals here. Since the first leg resulted 7-1, this time the home still have a good form. So we are looking at it to still lead as a possibility of 1.5 and 2 goals over in this event in full time. So we look at 3 major picks. 1, the home to lead. 2, at least 1.5 go in full time with 2 goals over. Looking at the next, we looked at Serbia in the Premier League, a match between Macva against FK Indjija. For this event, the home have proved to be better in terms of recent event they have had. They had a game against Ratniki. They had a win 3-1. They have also had major games in the Conference League, that is in the club friendly, and they have proved to be very good, scoring 2-1 and 1 goal. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, have proved that the defensive line is not good, conceding too much number of goals, especially in the Premier League of Serbia itself. And of course, they are not very good. The recent head-to-head they met resulted 2-2. And of course, Macva now have a good form. They are coming at home. Looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have had, the performance of the home at home They have a great form, sitting on the second place. They've had 4 games at home, having 4 wins, scoring 7 and conceding 1. They are very offensive, and the defense is very tight. Looking at that of its opponent away, the defensive line is not as tight as that of the home. And you can see that they have conceded up to 8 goals in 5 game played, scoring just 3. They are not good at the away, and the defense is not good. And looking at everything in place, want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the home have proved to be better in terms of recent event they have had. The strike power of the home is better with a very tight defense. And since the defensive line of the away is not very tight, we look at the home to take advantage of the weak defense of the away to lead in full time as one of the major pick or to give it a double chance. And of course, looking at this, the home is our favorite. Either we'll give it a straight win or give it a double chance. These are our 2 major pick for this particular event. Looking at the next, we looked at Germany in the 3rd Liga, a match between Dynamo Dresden against Dortmund. For this event, the home Dynamo Dresden have proved to be very offensive, scoring 3, 5, and 2 goals in recent event in the 3rd Liga with a good offensive line. Dortmund, on the other hand, proved to concede, and the defensive line is not very good. They are coming to meet the first head-to-head, which recently they have had, resulted 2-1 Dortmund lead. This time, Dresden is having a good form, and they are coming again to compete for this tournament in the 28th round of the 3rd league. And looking at Dresden, they sit on the 2nd place with a very high offensive strength. They have had 5 games at home, scoring 14 goals with 4 lead. They are very offensive, and the defense is not very tight. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, in terms of the recent performance they have had, Dortmund have proved that the offense is not as good as that of the home, and the defense is not very tight. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the recent performance of the home have proved to be more offensive as compared to that of the away. And since the first head-to-head resulted to the home to lose 2-1, this time their good form will make them to want to impress, resulting to the last head-to-head where they had a lose. And since Dortmund recently have proved that the defensive line is not very great, we'll look at the home to take advantage of the fact that they had the last lose to either lead in full time as one of the major pick for this particular event. Or looking at the fact that since the home having a good form and the away is not very tight at defense, then of course we are looking at least 1.5 goal in this event in full time. So look at 2 major picks. 1.5 goal in full time. 2, the home to lead or to give it a double chance. These are our 2 major picks for this particular event. And to those of you who want to have access to our handpick events, which we share to members only, as well as our upcoming events, which we are preparing for this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with a huge list of odds to take your winning to the next level, then you want to make sure to join either the Level 2 Pro Plan or the Level 3 Master Plan to have access to these features, as well as our top-notch bet class tutorial to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You want to make sure to join, navigate, click the link, navigate, and join to become a member to have access to these features. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.